Hi everyone, it's me Cupie83
and Barbee0913.
and we are here with a toy show haul video. We have a little co-host here who is falling asleep. Hopefully that's no indication of how this video will go. So I hope you guys enjoy it. We went to the Chicago toy show and we picked up some stuff and wanted to talk about the show and show you what we bought. So how was the show?
Lacking in the doll aisle again. A lot of people were there. If you're worried about distancing yourself, it was back to its normal range of everybody crunching and standing in one place together. So if you feel like putting on your mask, then do that. If you don't, then don't. But it's kind of back to what it was pre-COVID.
Yeah, and this was like a kind of like rainy, gloomy, cold day. So I still don't think it was as crowded as like the warmer season shows, but it was like on par with the October show.
Yeah, certain areas. I mean, when you get to the action figure line, there's a lot of people and they're all together in one area talking at the same time. I figure we were short people. They were talking above our heads. Yeah, but this is the one that has like a little alcove area where the doll sellers usually go to, and lately, since they've started to do it that way instead of giving them a whole section of the building, it seems less and less sellers are selling dolls. Usually you can find people that are in the action figure line that also bring dolls just to get a good combination of people coming to their booth, but it still didn't seem to be where it should be.
No, there weren't a lot. Honestly, like there were 8 maybe?
In the alcove
in like the
area?
alcove, maybe 8.
Yeah, probably. And then because at the end there were 2 big action figure lines that took up a lot of space with their wire racks.
Yeah, so there weren't a lot of dolls. There
No.
were just specific doll vendors.
Right, and what people bring to a show is always a little bit different. Sometimes it's something that you're like, wait a minute, I was looking at an article in a doll magazine on that recently, and suddenly you see 10 of that same thing. So it's kind of weird how we all kind of gravitate towards what we looked at and or seen a little video on or something, and then suddenly everybody brings that doll.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. There were definitely things I noticed more than once that, like, usually aren't there, and things that we didn't see at all, which was intriguing too.
Right. And a lot of people seem to be downsizing, so you're seeing a lot more of that too.
Yeah, a lot of collectors who are just selling their collection as opposed to people who are dealers who are doll dealers.
Yeah, that's true.
So there was like, I would say there's a fair amount of Barbie, but it was like the Barbies you always see. And like for Skipper, for example, it was the Skippers you always see.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything that, was interesting or exciting to find.
American Girl stuff, same ordinary stuff.
Not a lot of hard plastic Madame Alexanders. Like 1950s.
Composition?
None of that.
Not really.
Yeah, there wasn't even a ton of bisque. There was like the one bisque seller.
And that's the half price table booth that she has.
She has a half price table, and then she has the you cannot afford this unless you're a millionaire table.
I thought that was kind of funny where he said, these are half price at this table, and you're welcome to look at the other dolls if you want to. And I thought, what does that mean? Do we have poor written all over us?
Do we look poor? I mean, yes.
I wanted to say, I'll take that $1,000 doll. Here, all in cash. But it was the weirdest thing.
I'd never seen that guy before.
No, I've never seen him there either. Normally the same man and woman run that booth, but this was somebody who was younger, and it was just hilarious. I wanted to laugh at him when he said it.
It was like a Pretty Woman sort of moment where you just wanted to be like, big mistake, or whatever she says.
It was hilarious.
We didn't buy any of those expensive ones because we can't afford it, so he was right.
He was right, but he didn't have to assume it.
Yeah, it was super weird, but also he seemed friendlier than some of the other people that run that booth.
He was friendlier, but I bought things from that booth for the last 2 shows, so I figured it was. I wish the other person came with all those bisque things that I got the little China ones with.
Yeah,
there was
just that one bisque seller, and as I said, no hard plastic Madame Alexanders or F&Bs or anything.
Right.
Not really a bunch of that 60s Playline stuff that you get.
No, there was one Little Miss No Name with her tear glued. And he wanted like $125 for her, and she needed to be fixed, and I don't like to spend $125, and especially I don't like it when it's glued on. They put something on there. I did see 3 Thumbelinas. I saw 4 Pebbles dolls, which is the most funniest thing to see. Interesting, there was a booth that was selling like 20% off what they had in their booth. They did have Alexander's, but it was hard plastic Alexander's, and it was the big large ones. They also happened to have Penny and Saucy. And I was very surprised that those dolls were still there by the time we finished going around 2 times. They were still there. They're pricier dolls, but if they had been in a doll area that was just for them, those dolls would have been gone like in 5 seconds flat.
Oh yeah.
So I was very surprised at that, and I felt bad for the people because they're going to come to the same show, and that's the way it's been lately at that show. So it's just sad.
Yeah, they definitely need to do better for their doll vendors.
Right. But as we know, if you're a doll person, you probably still have some other loves out there, like Star Wars or any show from the 80s.
Monster movies are big during the October show.
Oh, that's my favorite part of the October show.
Yeah.
You see a lot of Universal stuff, so it's really cool.
That, a lot of Godzillas.
I love Godzilla.
A lot of that sort of thing. A lot of 80s stuff this time around. There were some people with ponies, but they were all like the basic generic, like not generic ponies, but like the ones that were super common. So every pony collector has them.
Right.
So I didn't come away with any My Little Pony finds, unfortunately.
In the area that wasn't just for dolls, they did have, it was my favorite. It was the big giant Mary Poppins with her umbrella in her box, like she never ever came out of her box. But she was $500.
$550,
$550. Yeah, that sounds more like $550. And I was like, why is it everything I really want is all suddenly like $400, $500?
I know.
Godzilla, $500. But it's a really cool Godzilla. Why do I have to pay $500 for it? Why can't you look at me and just assume I'm poor and give it to me at a cheaper price?
Yeah, just be like, you look like a nice person. We'll give it to you for 75% off.
So if you're into action figures and Godzilla and all these kinds of things, there are tons and tons. I mean, there's so much coming at you with each booth that eventually you start walking and you just don't pay attention to every single booth because you know there's just like so many different things. How many Star Wars can you look at and realize if you had them or not? You need a list size of a Bible or something.
There's lots of Funko Pops at this show.
That I'm not too keen on. I know my nieces love Funko Pops, but I mean, there's nothing to do with them except to display them.
Yeah, and I have the ones that I do like, but it's like every other booth has Funko Pops, and you can also go to every other store and find Funko Pops. So it's not like the place where I'm going to buy a bunch of Funkos.
Right.
Because you can still buy them. They're not,
and they're not in an order anyway.
Yeah, they're all kind of a mess, and
they're the earlier, or as they put it, it was the common ones.
Yeah.
So you've seen them over and over and over everywhere you've gone.
Exactly. So there was a lot of Funko Pop there. Some Pokemon. We did see. Yeah, I mean, it was stuff we've seen. They had some Tammies.
Yeah, which are nice to see. They weren't there the last time I think we were looking.
Yeah.
But some of the regular vendors that usually are in that little alcove area, they weren't there this time. Maybe it's the weather, maybe it's the time of year, I don't know.
Yeah, so hopefully they will come back for the next show, which is I think in April.
April.
So they have a couple months, but...
So with that, we didn't get a lot of dolls.
No, we did not. I mean, we bought things.
We bought things, and I assumed that. I figured if it was the doll show, I was going to come back with dolls. But this is the toy show, which means I'm open to anything.
Exactly. Yes. Especially this one, because there's a huge variety of stuff.
Yeah.
So, as I said, not the biggest haul.
No.
But we do have some items to show you. Hopefully you find this entertaining. Let's see. I can go.
Okay.
So I guess I will start with what is closest to me, which is the final thing I bought, which is not doll related whatsoever. It's been a while since I've been to a Comic-Con, and like I love the artist alley at Comic-Con because you can find so many interesting things, not just art prints, but you can find like crafty things too. And so I've been looking at these online on Etsy for a while, but it's a Pokemon terrarium, which may be hard to see on the camera, but it's a little Charmander, and then he has all these flowers and fiery looking things, and it does come with something to sit this on so the Pokeball doesn't roll around. But it's like literally the most, I would think, very easy to recreate, because it's literally just a white circle, then you put paper, I assume, in here, and then you use black tape to tie it shut after you put all the stuff in there, and you put green on there so it looks like the terrarium.
That is interesting though.
So very easy to recreate, but it's much easier to buy these sometimes. So
Cute.
I bought this cute little Charmander terrarium because Charmander is always my starter Pokemon, in case you were curious. So that was one thing I bought.
Okay. One of the last things I bought, because we're obviously doing this out of order, is something that the seller 3D printed, and it's in the Buck Rogers line. It's a Tweaky.
Aww.
Carrying Dr. Theopolis right here, as usual. And I saw one of these in silver, the real one that came out, same size and everything, and it was not in my price range at all. And I'm like, oh, that's such a cute Tweaky. And then suddenly we go to this booth towards the end, and it's like, that's 3D printed. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's so cool.
And it, you can use black light, and then this, you can see all the colors on here on Dr. Theopolis. But I thought it was so cute, just because it's Tweaky.
I know, and it takes like some time to go and create a 3D printer file.
It does.
Especially when you're trying to make it look like something specific like this, which looks a lot like what my mom had seen like an hour earlier.
Yeah, it was so cute. And I decided to pick the one with the purple and the green because it was cute. So that's what I got.
I got a Takara Jenny. You don't always see them, and like sometimes if you're trying them on eBay, the shipping prices are just insane, so it's not always worth it. So I have a Takara Jenny, which I will take out of the box, on an articulated body.
She's pretty.
And I thought she was cute. Sometimes the Takara Jennies can look, you know, not great, but this one had a really pretty face.
She does. I like her hair.
She has an articulated body, which is nice. So she has a lot of movement, and she had an astronaut outfit in there, but she's cute. I like her, and I don't have. I have a couple Liko-chans and one Takara Jenny.
That's a pretty good size.
Yeah.
For the hood, that's a good size.
She has a lot of hair, but otherwise, but she has a cute face.
I love her. Her lipstick looks really pretty.
It does. I will say, their face looks a little too small for the body.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little.
Just a tiny bit. Yeah.
What do you think? You're like, I'm sleeping.
Leave me alone.
Hopefully you guys aren't sleeping. But yeah, I did pick that Takara Jenny up. It looks like it's the Street Pop Jenny.
Cool.
Do you have anything else to share?
I do. This was one of the first things I saw and the first thing I bought, which I went above what I usually do, which is going around once and not buying anything and then going back and picking out what I want. Only because I have lost so many auctions for this. This is Pussy Meow. It's the TV Jones Playmate, and I have the other one where it's in the little TV box too. And I've been trying to get her because I thought she was so cute.
She's so cute.
She is cute. And the other one didn't make the noise, and this one makes the noise. She's got a little. And I saw a bunch of her clothing on eBay not too long ago, and I thought, oh, I might as well just buy the clothing, and then someday I'll find the doll. But I saw it, and I always get so upset every time I lose an auction on it, and I said, yeah, I'm buying it. It's okay. I'm not going to fool around and figure out price. It's fine what you want for it, and it just needs a little bit sprucing up. But I thought it's so cute to go with the boy.
It is super cute. I love its face. Like, I like the eyes. They're just very fun.
And I love just the little TV that they go into. So
Now we just need a couple more pieces for that, right? Because they didn't make a ton of those.
well, the clothing is what I need, and the other these are by Remco. They also had at this booth the little mice. Now, I don't know quite if the mice are part of it, if they're supposed to be part of this series, or if they're just considered Remco friend toys. I don't know.
Right, they kind of fit in with it, though.
But they were really nice and clean, but they didn't take a credit card. And I wanted to go back and see if anybody would take a credit card so I could buy something else, but nobody. They didn't take it. So it's just kind of sad.
So please,
Take
credit cards. Use PayPal, use Zelle.
It's surprising that people don't do it anymore because, and my man's like, well, I'll take a check. And I'm like, do we even know what checks are anymore?
Who carries a checkbook?
Yeah, I haven't done that for a long time.
I can literally say I've never carried a checkbook.
That's weird.
Ever.
That's weird.
Okay, so one of the things I bought was also this thing, not doll related. But
it is your collection related.
It is a C-3PO nightlight, and the guy who was selling it was selling his entire Star Wars, or he was selling his Star Wars collection. Yeah. He had a whole box of these, like he'd bought old store stock. So I did get the C-3PO one, and hopefully I can get some more stuff from his collection, because he seemed super nice, and this was just really fun.
Yeah.
And it's from Return of the Jedi.
And he said they all worked. He tried them all.
I know. I was a little nervous when I saw that. I was like, I don't know if I want to put that into the wall.
Well, you don't have to. You can just collect it.
I'm not going to use it as a nightlight. But it was really fun. And I love the old movie merchandise that they made for the original trilogy. It's pretty cool.
And it was nice. She got to talk with somebody. They knew that, they found out from her that she has a single collecting style for Star Wars, C-3PO. So they were having a really nice conversation. It was great.
Yeah, so I'm going to email him and hopefully get some more fun stuff. And if I do, I will show it to you guys.
Another item I picked up only because I always feel like I have to when I see them. I found this little My Child, and I thought it was so cute. So he's going to come and get cleaned up. We're going to give him a bath, wash his clothes, clean his hair, maybe give him a little more lip color. And I just have to pick up a My Child when I see it. There used to be a seller, and she'd always bring like 2 every time she came. And now I haven't seen her probably for 3-4 years now.
Yeah.
But isn't it cute? So cute.
It's cute, and it'll be super cute when you clean them up.
I don't know. I don't think that's a My Child outfit, but
it does seem to fit though.
It does fit, and I'll wash it up and clean you, and you don't even have any pulls or anything that I have to fix.
And last but not least for me, again, as I said, I miss Comic Cons and artist alleys. And this is definitely something that had I seen it in one of those places, I would have also bought it. And if they'd had more variety, I would have picked up more. So this is a crocheted Groot. He has his headphones and his Walkman. It just crocheted leaves, and he's just adorable. Like, so I cannot stress this enough. He's adorable. And so this was out on the floor, and you don't typically see this sort of thing at the Chicago Toy Show. No. And I definitely wanted it, so I grabbed it.
Cute. She did. She made a beeline for that.
Yeah, I loved it. And he's like so soft and plushy. So Groot is made... Big. Yeah, so big, too. Groot is made by an Etsy seller called Mishmash Crochet by Lindsay. Mishmosh Crochet by Lindsay.
So soft.
Yeah, definitely that big crochet yarn that they have out there. And I'll link to her Etsy in the description. She doesn't have any more of these guys in her shop at the moment, but if you see this and you want to commission her, I say reach out, because this is so cool. It is. And I love it. And it's like one of my favorite things I bought at the show there ever.
And she told Lena already, it's for Mommy, not for you.
I did. I was like, sorry, Lena, this is Mommy's Groot. You don't have your own Groot yet. But this was super cute, and I'm glad I saw it, and I'm sure it would have been taken by the end of the day. I'm 100% sure some Guardians of the Galaxy fan would have been like, I want this.
Yeah.
But it's mine.
It is. It's really soft. And so cool looking.
I know. It's so cute, and it's all mine, Lena. So that was my last purchase.
And then my last item. I love Astro Boy. He's a lot of fun. How could you not pick up a satchel like this? It's got so many pockets in it with Astro Boy. The only thing that it would be able to change it is if there was a Godzilla, and then I could get a Godzilla one too. But it's really nice. So I'm looking forward to maybe taking it to the National Barbie Convention when I bring as my luggage, you know?
Yes. It does have a lot of pockets.
It does. It's got pockets. I didn't realize it had so many.
That's really cool.
And it was a really good price.
Yeah.
And they had a ceramic Astro Boy, but they didn't take card, so I couldn't get that because I was like low on money, and I thought, oh, do you take a credit card? But no.
It was a bank. Ceramic Astro Boy
It's really
bank.
cool. It's kind of like a little chibi style Astro Boy.
Yeah, so it's definitely something that we'll be looking up on eBay.
Yes.
But that was it. That's what we picked up at the show. As you know, we said it's not a ton of dolls,
No.
but we definitely found some stuff that I think is cool and unique. And it's interesting to see how like 3D printed objects are coming into the show. And like handcrafted objects are coming into the show. Because that might just be what it needs to start, like, because you can't have the show and have the vendors bring the same thing
Over and over.
season after season, because then it just gets old.
Yeah.
So things like this, I feel like, will help keep the show fresh.
Invigorate.
Yes.
Invigorate it.
They'll keep it fresh. They'll keep it new. So I was excited to see things like that. But that's the show in a nutshell.
That was it.
Yeah. So definitely let us know. Oh, also, quick shout out to Lisa, who said hello to us. It's always good to see you. Hope you found some awesome things. So let us know what you found in the comments.
Yes.
And yeah, I guess let us know if you've been to a show or if you went to the Chicago Toy Show, what you found. Anything else?
Or what is your favorite show that you've gone to? That you've gone to out of state for one, maybe.
Yeah. So
Let us know.
yeah, let us know. And I guess with that, we will talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.